All right, guys, today we have another one. I'm Googling Morgan Wallen. I look crazy right now. I'm in the middle of doing my makeup. I'm baking my under eyes, as the kids say today. Since we in a country mood today, thank y'all for returning if you're a returning subscriber. I ain't even gonna try to keep doing this accent right now because I'm doing the most stereotypical gone slanging. Anyway, Morgan Wallen hurls the N-word outside his home after a rowdy night out. He apologizes and he says, "I promise to do better." All right, let's watch the TMZ video because I haven't seen the full thing yet. I want to see the video of him actually saying it.
Take care of this pussy. Hey, actually, hey, y'all too? Hey, take care of this pussy ass motherfucker. Hey, Gracie, take care of this pussy ass nigga.
He's saying it to a white guy? Where's the problem? That was it? With the way people are going off about this story, I was like, oh damn, country guy, he probably gonna slang the N-word to some black dude. I was waiting for him to get into like a brawl with a black guy or something and then end it off with "you big nose cotton picking." This might be the most calm, lackluster, non-aggressive version of a white person saying the N-word. And he's drunk apparently. When they arrived at Morgan's home at around midnight, they were extremely loud, honking horns and talking loudly, loud enough to piss off neighbors. This is just the latest incident with Morgan. You'll recall days before he was slated to appear on Saturday Night Live, video surfaced of him partying it up in a bar without a mask and interacting and kissing several women. Wallen tells TMZ, "I'm embarrassed and sorry. I used an unacceptable and inappropriate racial slur that I wish I could take back. I want to sincerely apologize for using the word. I promise to do better." And if only things could end there. Okay, I'm back. So let's go to YouTube. I'm sure that this Morgan Wallen guy is getting so much hate, and I just want to see what kind of backlash he's really getting, because is he gonna be fully canceled? Oh, here's Pepper, everybody. Oh, okay. Let's do entertainment tonight first, because it says country stars react to Morgan Wallen using N-word. Let's see how quickly these country people throw Morgan under the bus.
I'm real outgoing, especially, when I do start drinking. It can get a little muddy.
That was Kyle made the decision to remove his music and content from our stations effective immediately. CMT, Country Music Television, is also pulling the plug, tweeting, "We do not tolerate or condone words and actions that are in direct opposition to our core values that celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion." The record labels who signed Wallen, Big Loud and Republic Records, suspended his recording contract indefinitely, saying such behavior will not be tolerated.
It seems like this guy Morgan clearly has a drinking problem, not a black people or an N-word problem. You're black, Pepper. What do you think? By the way, I do have a video coming soon about having Pepper, like having her since 2 months old and then raising her, and all the things that we had to do to learn about raising a rabbit. Oh my god, where do I even start? To me, in my personal life, my personal usage of words and how things affect me, the N-word has no meaning, no power, no, how you say je ne sais quoi. Oh no, not another black woman defending white people saying the N-word. I'm not defending these white people. I'm defending the fact that they are not saying anything of importance. They're not pointing racist words to a brown-skinned or black person. To me, this is very scary territory that people are getting into by making an example out of another human being. No one with common sense can wholeheartedly and honestly say that this guy is a racist or that he did something very terrible with this racial slur in the street, drunk at 2 a.m., telling a white guy to go take care of a pussy-ass nigga, aka another white guy. People need to seriously pick their battles way more wisely. Pick your battles wisely. This is so scary. Your life, everything that you worked for, can go down the drain because of one mistake. And yes, it is a mistake. People are going to say, this is not the first time that he said this word. He's definitely, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. The only time that the N-word has a little bit of meaning and power still behind it is if a non-black person say the N-word to a black person and they say it in like a derogatory, nasty way to try and hurt them, you know, be verbally abusive. That is when the N-word is powerful in a bad way, and that's when it can really hurt someone and it should be considered a hate crime and all this other stuff. This guy Morgan was drunk, which he clearly seems to have a very serious issue with. All of his contracts and everything are just ended overnight. Over what? Disrespectful as a fuck. I can't even post what I just said because it's like it would be considered. I've been called racist against my own people, my own self. I've been told that I must have self-hatred to be defending these white people. I'm not saying that the N-word should be something that every teacher says in a classroom. Of course, the N-word is still considered a bad word. To me, it's along the same lines as the F-word, bitch, shit, and everything else. Because even though it used to be a derogatory term that white slave owners used against their black slaves, we are in such a different society. The word has evolved so much. The word has so many meanings now. So yeah, the word is literally never ever getting used in its original context ever again because slavery doesn't happen in America anymore. So, I remember the days when it used to be like a celebrity could say the N-word on a live stream or in a video in private or something by accident, and then they come out and say, I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't use the word, and I won't say it again, and I'm sorry. And then they go on their merry way, and they have the rest of their career. What happened to those days? Things need to go back to that. These people need to just apologize and own up to their situation, but this cancel culture needs to stop. And it's so crazy that such a small amount of people, because I'm telling you, to everyone who's watching this and everyone who watched my Mimi Groves video, 80% of people see that this is not worth blowing up and making a big deal about. But to the 10 or 20% of people out there who are causing these issues by blowing up these things and saying that, you know, people need to learn the severity of the word, you are causing a living hell for so many people who are just normal, basic ass people who are saying a word that you made popular because you wanted to take the meaning and the power out of it, so you want to throw it around and say it every 5 seconds. And you want to have it in every song that all these white people listen to. I am absolutely not saying that the N-word is just a freely usable word that everyone should just use in whatever context they want. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that the people who are in the 10 or 20% bracket who really do think that saying the N-word means that you are completely degenerate, you don't deserve anything in life, and everything that you've built up and gotten to should be taken away from you. Those people must feel so powerful because we're in a society where these companies feel pressured and obligated to get rid of people like this within a few hours of hearing a dumb video like this. All you're ever doing with stuff like this is making racial issues, making things even more divisive. All you're doing is keeping people that are on your side, you're keeping them on your side. And all you're doing is keeping people that are on my side, thinking that stuff like this shouldn't cause someone to be canceled. All you're doing is keeping us on our side. So it's like nothing's changing. You need to be a little bit more lenient and tolerant. It's crazy because all these people who claim to be the most tolerant and on the very tolerant side of things, they are the least tolerant and the least understanding when it comes to any little thing like this that is not in line with their, ideology. This is a word, and you're making it as if this guy killed somebody. I wanted to say something along the lines of freedom of speech being under attack and how censorship is getting crazy and getting out of hand, but people are going to say this is not a good example of that. You know what? It technically isn't, but in a way it is, because it ties hand in hand with how things that go on in your private life that you didn't mean for other people to see, those things are part of your freedom of speech, and how those things now, when they come into light or when they get leaked or whatever, it causes you to lose your job, lose your college acceptance, like the Mimi Groves situation. Groves and this guy, same type of thing. It's like you're doing something that literally was 3 seconds out of your entire life. 3 seconds that doesn't define the person. 3 seconds in private that wasn't meant for 50 million people to see. So it's just so crazy how intolerant people are and how all these companies are feeling pressured and swayed to go along with it. I think it really needs to stop, and I just really hope that a lot of people wake up and become actually woke, not fake woke. So there's the end of my rant. And you know what's funny? Hood Clips, at Hood Clips on Instagram, they posted this and it says, "No way this clip survives in today's world."
What up, nigga? Excuse me? Chill out, I'm not a cop. Just in town for the night. Me and my boys looking to get our freak on.
The Hangover movies. So funny. Like, it's such a stupid little joke because it's a word. And I'm not trying to say that people like Mimi, the college girl, and Morgan, the country singer, that's not the same as Zach Galifianakis saying the N-word in, you know, a funny scene in The Hangover. But in a way, it's literally just a word, and it's being said in a certain context. All of these contexts that these people have been saying it in have nothing to do with, like I said before, directing it derogatorily to a black or brown person. Even a movie scene like this, people realize, and they're making fun of it, slowly realizing that, you know, how is it even possible that movie scenes like this aren't allowed in today's world? That really sucks. That's just pathetic. There's no other word for it other than pathetic. So I really hope things change, and I really hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. Stay tuned for other videos that I have coming soon. They're not always going to be commentary, but I do plan on doing more stuff like this because it's fun and I like reacting to certain things. So I don't always want to be talking about the N-word or racial things, but these are the things that just happen to come up recently, these trending topics. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, please hit this video with a thumbs up down below. It really helps me out. If you didn't like what I said, please also give it a thumbs down. I also said this in my Mimi video. I was like, whoa, go off, sound off in the comments, people. It really helps out the video to blow up. So thank you again, and stay tuned for my future videos. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.